21. It was no accident. In the morning, I headed to the dungeon today. I killed a zombie on the second basement floor of Nihanium, got a seed, and raised my power to S. Now I have S strength following HP, which means I have completed the second basement floor. Tomorrow I will start the third basement floor. Skeletons and zombies. I left Nifonium, imagining what kind of monsters I would encounter on the third basement floor. I came to a familiar place, Swallow's Benefit. The contents of the magic cart were all bean sprouts. I pushed that magic cart into the store and looked for the clerk. There was Elsa, but she was buying for another customer. Our eyes met, and she gave me an apologetic look. I told her with a mouthful and a gesture that I would see her later, and took it to the clerk who was available. Welcome. Oh, isn't that Mr. Sato? Hey there. You are, I think, a friend of Elsa's. I'm Ina Mistral. Elsa is, oh, she's busy, isn't she? I'll be back later today. I'll be back later today. Yes, I'll do the math now. Elsa's best friend, Ina, was surprised. That's exactly 4,000 Piro, isn't it? I brought them to make sure that would be the case. I did that because there's a new feature on the magic cart and it's an easy drop to adjust the amount, like sprouts. Incidentally, I converted the little extra into bullets via Hagremono. It's easier for you if you don't have a fraction. Yes, well. Ina stared at me. What's going on? I see. I can see why Elsa is so smitten. What did you just say? I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not, but I'm sure it's a good idea. Yes, that's 4,000 Piro. Thank you. Thank you again. Ina said, and I pushed the magic cart to go outside. Well, next time I'm going to the second basement of Telluride, I'm going to get a carrot. You're crazy. Don, and a man's loud voice echoed through the store. The bustling store, where many adventurers were bringing in items for purchase, instantly quieted down. I stopped and looked in the direction of the voice to see what was wrong. The counter where Urza was standing was half collapsed after being hit by a man. Elsa's face turned pale and she looked frightened. The man was looking at her, but, sir, the results of the tally. Another thump. This time she stepped on the ground with all her might. This time, she stepped on the ground with all her might. The building shook with a jolt. 9,000 Piro? That's crazy, I brought more than 10,000 Piro. Are they cheating on their customers? There's no way I'm cheating. Just a few days ago, I brought in exactly 4,000 Piro and was surprised when I didn't say anything. I don't understand why a business like this would discredit itself by cheating on 1,000 Piros or so. How are you doing, man? I'm sorry. You're not sorry. The man raised his arm. He drew his bow and swung it at Urza. Everyone gasped. Pang. Peking. The man's arm froze. She quickly loaded a frozen bullet and shot the man, freezing his arm and half of his body. What the hell? That's not the way to raise your hand to a woman, is it? What the hell are you doing? Leota-san. Urza called my name, half crying, but with a relieved look on her face, saying she was saved. Did you see that? You froze in an instant? Was it magic? It wasn't chanting. Was it unchanting? I don't know how magic without chanting can freeze that much. I don't even feel any magic. But there was magic. The other guests began to clamor. I can't afford to worry about it, I have to get it out of my head. Then I face the man. The man, half frozen, stares at me with bloodshot eyes. What the hell do you think you're doing? I know this store well, it's a good store that doesn't cheat on quantity or value. How the hell would you know? How do you know? I asked Elsa, bringing the magic cart. I know this place very well and they are very good and don't cheat on quantity. What's the price per unit? I'm it, After inputting the purchase price into the cart, I put the leeks the man brought in into the cart. The man, Urza, and the customers around him didn't understand what I was doing at first. I see, that's the function of the magic cart. It calculates the amount of money I put in the cart. That's very convenient. I've never seen such a function before. I heard it's an option that stores offer at Progress. When the clamoring crowd understood what I was talking about, I put in the last of the green onions. The result was 9,120 Piro. I showed it to the guy and said, "What happened?" He said, "That's bullshit. There was a deception." "How did you do it with everyone watching?" "Yeah, you're such a loudmouth." The man was furious, the blue streaks at his temples twitching. HMPH. The ice burst as the man exerted himself. Not only that, but his body doubled in size. Muscles. He looked like a monster, like he was 80% or 100% of 100%, and his muscles were muscular. "You interfered, you bastard, I won't let you." The man swung his fist. Boo-oh. There was a tremendous wind-splitting sound, and a fist flew at me. I took it. I put my hand out and took the punch as if I was grabbing it with the palm of my hand. The ground shattered even more, but I didn't move an inch. What the hell? Huh. Then I countered with a right hook with all my might. The man's body bent into a coup, and he was knocked to the ground. His eyes went white and he stopped moving, foaming at the mouth. Hey, I got him in one hit. I thought you were a wizard. The man's power was real. And he surpassed it. Ignoring the further clamoring around me, I decided to quiet Urza down first. Eventually, the guy was arrested by some kind of city police force and taken away. I also knocked the guy down and damaged the store a little bit, but there was no hard feelings, and he thanked me for it. After that, I bought the store and business resumed as usual. And here I am outside the store with Elsa. Thank you very much. Don't worry about it, I did what I had to do. Thank you so much. Elsa stares at me. With enraptured, moist eyes. I was a little uncomfortable, because I have not experienced many people staring at me like this. I don't know what to do, so I decided to run away. I'll be back later with some carrots. Yes. I was about to leave, putting on my magic cart, when I suddenly remembered that I hadn't told him that I had moved out. I turn around, Urza catches up with me and talks to me. The two of us crossed paths, choo-choo. There was a wet sound, a warm, soft touch. Kiss? I realized it was that after about 10 seconds. I rushed away, Urza's face turned red and she held her mouth. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I hurriedly tried to explain myself. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. I should not have taken his lips away by accident. It wasn't an accident, I'm really sorry. I'll do anything I can do. I tried desperately to excuse myself but then he kissed her. I felt a wet, warm sensation. A wet, warm sensation. The same feeling once more. A kiss. Elsa kissed me. What, Elsa? It wasn't an accident. What? I don't want it to be an accident. Well, that's. I did it because it was you, Leota. Urza said this and ran back into the store, holding her face, which had turned even redder. I stood there in a daze until I realized what had happened.